Rob and Slim Show.
Hey, how's it going? James Creviston.
Good. How you doing, James?
Good. How's it going, guys?
Not bad, not
All
bad.
right, man.
You're a comedian from Los Angeles, correct?
Yeah, from Los Angeles.
Nice, dude. And you were originally from Alaska and Texas?
Yeah, I was born in Alaska, Fairbanks, Alaska. My dad was in the Army up there, so we were there till I was about 2, and then lived in Las Vegas for a little while with my mom, and she got married again there. Then we moved to Texas, and she got married like 3 more times.
Oh.
So,
What was your favorite place that you lived? Like, you don't remember much of Alaska, I'm assuming.
I don't, not at all. No way.
And you lived most of your life in Texas?
Yeah, most of my life till I was 15. I left Texas when I was 15 and went to live with my dad, who I hadn't seen since I was a baby. So basically, I'd never seen him. And then one day, my mom put me on a plane and sent me to Las Vegas.
Wow. What was your favorite place out of all of them?
I miss Texas. I still miss Texas. It's a different kind of culture. Like, it does, especially from Los Angeles.
Yeah.
You know? But Texas is definitely the place I miss. My wife is a California girl, so there's no way we're ever going back there. I'm never going to Texas.
Yeah. Did you move to L.A. for comedy?
I actually moved to L.A. because I was in the Navy. When I graduated high school, I joined the Navy. I was 17, and my dad signed me up to join the Navy. He basically said, no Army, no Marine Corps. You can join the Navy or the Air Force.
Yeah, I was going to say, I heard Air Force is pretty nice, too. They got, like, air-conditioned tents, I heard.
Yeah, they do. But I like dolphins, so I was like, I'm going to go to the Navy.
That's cool, man. Cool. Yeah, like, my dad was in, he was a Nam-era vet, and I just saw how he was treated afterwards, and it just made me just never want to join. I think he was in a parade in New York City once, and people were like spitting at the soldiers, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want that ever.
I'd probably.
Yeah, my grandpa was a Nam vet, and he mentioned the same thing. When I grew up in Texas, I spent most of my life outside Fort Hood, which is like the largest Army base in the United States.
Mm.
So I grew up around that, and I didn't see that. I saw a lot of respect for the military and stuff. So
Okay.
to me, it was different.
That's cool.
And then, like, when I think I was like 11, we went to New York City. It was my first trip to New York City, and they had the parade from Desert Storm. So they had all these guys coming back, and I got to meet General Norman Schwarzkopf. Like, he was in a limo, we were walking by, and I was like, hey, yeah, I know that guy.
That's
He
cool.
shook my hand, and it was a cool experience. So for me, that cemented it, where it's like, okay, I'm definitely going to be in the military.
Nice. That's cool, dude. What how long have you been doing comedy for? Did you get into that when you were in the service, or did you get into it afterwards?
Well, I mean, that's always the question, right? How long have you been doing comedy? Kind of my whole life. I've always been that kid that was a class clown. I used to be like the nerdy kid that grew in class and read, and then my teacher started taking my stuff away, so I became the kid that interrupted everybody and wanted to say whatever was on his mind. You guys know what that's like?
I was that kid too. I was the class clown.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I was quiet at first, and I didn't bother anybody, and then slowly became that way. In fact, my 4th grade year, we had lost our teacher like 2 weeks in, and a teacher, was kind of a class clown teacher, made out of, like, the crepe paper, made a dunce cap, wrote dunce on it, and made me sit in the corner for the rest of the year. So, like, that's where I spent my 4th grade year.
The rest of the year? Oh, my
Wow.
God. Wow. I don't think that would go over well nowadays.
Remember that one kid that
No.
was like the class clown in our science class? He had Fort York crack.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, but that's Texas, right? In Texas, you get away with that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
they get
Like,
away with a lot down there. I think you could shoot
Yeah.
a guy just for, like, being alive.
Yes. They got those stand your own ground laws.
Step on your.
You're on my grass for a second, I could kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They piss on your
So
lawn.
this is like actually doing stand-up comedy. The 29th of this month will be my 1-year anniversary and actually producing a show that day. And I didn't realize when I started to produce the show that it was going to be on the same day as my first open mic that I ever did a year ago, you know. So it's been a year basically.
Okay.
Cool.
And I saw too you have a master's degree in military history.
Yeah, and a master's in business administration as well.
Wow. Where do you feel the country's going in terms of being like a superpower?
Oh man, we kind of lost our way. I mean, I grew up in the Reagan era. I was a Reagan kid. You know, I was the nerdy kid that wore the remember Nancy Reagan had the "Just Say No to Drugs" thing.
Yes,
you know?
I had a Dare shirt. I also had a Desert Storm sweatshirt.
Yeah. So that's like how the 80s and 90s were. Like it was that kind of thing. And so I remember growing up, like we were the most superpower. The only person that rivaled us was Russia, right? It was always that game.
Yes.
But you know, now I don't know, man. Like with terrorism, it's tough because the world for so long has been army versus army. Like you're an army versus army. We've never had this on the scale before. Even since the American Revolution, we were quote unquote terrorists at that time, right? We didn't fight the same way.
Yes, we did it. We did it dirty.
Yeah. So now we're Britain basically. Right?
We got lazy. Yeah, we're the fat lazy one now.
Yeah. Right, and then we got comfortable in where we are, and then the other thing, I feel like we're kind of the old lady nosy neighbor who's always in everybody's business.
Yes, that's why they hate us. A lot of other countries. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I remember hearing even in high school. I remember hearing even in high school that like the terrorist attacks we're getting now, they were going on, you know, back in the 90s in like Israel all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we've slowly. I mean, you have to think if you follow what actually happened. I mean, no president is immune from being dirty in any of this. Okay? Because I'm not one side or the other at all saying one president is better than any president because Reagan got involved. In
even blind Reagan, the sweet old man. Yes, he still had a hand in that.
Yeah. You know, like creating all the things that we have now. We created a movie to help. If you've seen Rainbow 3, like literally, we did a lot of that stuff. We helped arm them to fight the Russians to get them out of Afghanistan. We did that stuff.
Yes, we created
our own enemy.
Created the monster. Yes, exactly. Then we just turned our back. So that's what I was gonna say. Like, well, why do they hate us so much? But it's a lot of that. we just help whoever the lesser of the evils are.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we're also like everyone's baby daddy at that point, right?
Yeah.
You come in and get them set up and say, "Here you go, we love you guys," and then we walk away. You like walk up, you back to cigarettes, come back.
Why did Daddy never come back? He went out for a pizza.
Yeah,
I'm starving. Oh man. Now going back to your comedy, James? I did watch a couple of your clips. I loved your incorrect text joke because. As I watched that a couple months ago, I texted my friend Mike like 20 hearts that I meant to send to my girlfriend. So like, you said how you texted your friend like, "I love you, sweetie," or something like that, and then you're not friends anymore.
Yeah, I texted him. I texted him like you make me happy or whatever, or like you complete me or whatever, something like that. And he texted back like, you know, like "I love you" type thing, and I was like, whoa, like, not cool. And I remember showing it to my wife and being like, I don't know what I did here. And she's like, "You were talking to me and you texted him. What is wrong with you?"
I was coming back from work real quick, and I went to message my girlfriend, but I think Mike sent me a text during the break or earlier, so like I just clicked his text and like, yeah, he got the hearts. How many kids do you have?
I have two daughters.
Oh, I have 3 sons.
Yeah, I think a lot of that for me. I grew up in me and I have a half brother from my mom's second marriage. I always have to do the math, like in my head, like which guy was it? But I just think it was like I was that guy who liked to chase girls and party and stuff, and I think this was my penance.
I was gonna say, how's it being like outnumbered? Like,
well, it's cool. Actually, it's cool because they're both daddy's girls, like
okay,
big time daddy's girls.
Okay,
so it's good.
That's cool.
But I'm like nervous about the teenage years.
Yeah,
like,
that's what my brother-in-law. Once his daughter turned that age, like they were always fighting. She's always going back to the moms, you know, because he's divorced with his ex-wife. You know, whenever they get mad and fight, she'd be back there and everything. Like, it's rough on him, I know.
Yeah, I mean, they're 10 and 7, so it's like it's a good age. We just took them to New York for the week, and it was amazing because they went to the airport fine. They played on the plane and watched movies, and like you didn't have to do anything really. It's kind of just like, okay, you're part of the group. Like you're adults and you're hanging out with us, and we're going to do stuff, you know.
Cool, dude. I saw too. You're a clean comic. I was gonna ask, do you ever go backstage and drop an F-bomb like this effing crowd?
Yeah, I'm okay. So the reason I'm a clean comic is when I started comedy, I had a pretty good mentor. His name's Richie. He's the booker for Flatbush Comedy Club in Burbank. He's a great guy, and one of the pieces of advice he gave me was if you work clean, you're going to get more gigs than if you work dirty. Now, Richie does dirty stuff. He will do dirty stuff, but that was the advice that he gave. Like, the more doors you want to open for yourself, the better you're going to be off. And being clean is the easiest way to do that. And then some of my favorite comedians, you know, I like Brian Regan. I love Dennis Regan, his brother.
Yeah.
Gaskin.
Yes. They are. They're clean. They're funny. That's what Brian Regan. You could take your grandmother to see, and like you'd both laugh. Yeah.
But I mean, I also love. I know it's gonna sound crazy. I still love old Bill Cosby stuff.
Yes, it's great. If you go back now, like it's still funny. He was great. Yes.
Yeah. Except for Spanish Fly, right? That one's not funny anymore.
We know what he meant.
Yeah, that one. That one they look at in court.
From personal experience.
Yeah. You almost wonder how much of that's autobiographical there. We're like, ooh, I don't know.
Wow. When you do a show, are all the comedians with you clean as well?
I do. I produce my own show that's all clean. But even like places I perform, I don't expect other comedians to be clean. Like I produce my show because there's a big group of people that I know that want clean comedy. I know it's a thing that's wanted because there's not enough of it, honestly. Like if you go to the Comedy Store and see 20 comedians, probably none of them are going to be clean. And don't get me wrong, I love all the guys. I love Joe Rogan. I love Tony Hinchcliffe, and I love Louis C.K., and I love, all those kind of guys. They're awesome, but they're not clean. So I couldn't take my wife to it. I couldn't take, she's that kind of person. Not that she gets easily offended, but she doesn't like to hear that kind of stuff. For me, I'll listen. I have George Carlin CDs in my car that I listen to every now and then. So it doesn't bother me.
Yeah. Well, that's like when you told me you listen to some of our show. I'm like, wow, I'm surprised. Like, we're not a clean show, so I didn't know if that was a good or bad thing. But you said you liked it, so I was like, all right, cool.
Especially when Joni calls in.
Yeah, Pete's girlfriend. They're estranged. He's got a elderly girlfriend that stalks us.
But I also listen to I listen to Joe Rogan's podcast. I listen to the Verbal Violence podcast, which is like the roast battle. I listen to a lot of stuff, but I also listen to some clean podcasts. So it's just I listen to a little bit of everything because I'm a pretty open-minded person. Like you mentioned, I have a master's in military history. I have my undergrad is in history. I like to see everything from everyone's perspective. And so for me, I want to know as much as possible from all different angles because you might have a worldview that I don't have. and I like that.
That's a cool That's a cool way to be.
I really like Rogan's podcast actually, because like the way he like approaches stuff, he's
a smart guy.
Yeah, he's real smart, and he's not like he doesn't take any
side,
like whether it be political or he's just like he lays it out how
that was kind of like he had for a short run. He had the Supernatural show, like where he was investigating like urban legends on sci-fi. I think it was really good. But same thing. He didn't take any side. Like he just presented you with what he got.
And that's what I love about him too. And if he's wrong on his view or his thought or whatever, he'll call himself on it. Like, you don't have to call Joe Rogan out. Joe Rogan's the guy to step up and go, "Oh no, I'm wrong. I didn't know that part of the story, or I didn't understand that concept, or whatever it is." That's what I love about him.
Yeah, he's a really cool dude. What other like recent comedians do you really like?
Gerard Carmichael is probably one of my favorites right now. Who have I been watching a lot? Dwayne Perkins. You got to see Dwayne Perkins' special on Netflix. It's hilarious.
I don't think so. I've seen him. I'll have to check him out.
Oh, he's so funny. He's going to be on my show in, I want to say it's this December show. But he was one person that I like. You know, you get like a wish list of people you want to work with.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I wonder if I can get him to work with me. Like, can I do it? And I just kind of hit him up on Twitter, like, hey, I have this idea. What do you think? And he was like, yeah, I'm in. Oh my gosh, how's it happen? So
that's cool. Wow, dude, congratulations. I was gonna ask too. Do you have a podcast? Are you working on one, or do you have one out?
I started one. One of my goals for this year, I always do have something going every month that I want to accomplish, and a podcast is one of them. And what I really want to do, I mean, I do want to do stand-up. But one of the things I really want to do is write for late-night television like Conan or Seth Meyers or something like that, those kind of shows. And so I was doing like a short 3 to 5 minute thing where I wrote, monologue-style jokes and performed them myself and then just put them out there. And unfortunately, I found I don't have, in order to perform right now at the level I need to get to, trying to do that and write jokes and constantly perform and produce a show is just, right now it's too much. So probably I'll pick it back up in January. But right now it's just something I just couldn't do. I think I did 3 or 4 episodes and then I kind of left it. They're all on YouTube and stuff. And I got good feedback, but yeah.
Cool.
I don't know how you guys do it. Like, long show you guys.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm like falling asleep.
Slim's
now.
very, very sleepy right now. I can see it. He's eating chicken. He was eating chicken and falling asleep.
Chicken was running down the side of his face.
Well, I work an overnight job, and this is my first day.
Yeah,
off,
he
so
worked like last night.
I sleep for like 4 or 5 hours, wake up and do the show. It's rough.
You are a trooper. You're a soldier, man. That's
I tell him all the time he needs like a coke habit or something.
Yeah, probably. that would probably help.
Methamphetamine.
I was going to say, that's the other intern, Pete. He's running, James, he's running for president under the name the Slamborghini, and he has a big plan on the meth addicts in our country. And what is that? You want to get their teeth and like put them in a mayonnaise jar?
Put them in a blender.
And feed them to meth heads?
Yeah, feed them to meth heads.
Like a tooth mayonnaise smoothie. He really likes.
Oh, we put executed prisoners into that. We feed it to meth heads.
Who are you leaning towards in the presidential race, or is there anybody?
Oh man, I feel like this is the year to write in Mickey Mouse. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just.
Yes, that's why I'm writing in Lamborghini. Dude, it's terrible. Like, it's just a joke. It just seems like a total fucking farce at this point. Like, both of them are just so ridiculous. Yeah. I like that. Who was it? Who Colin Powell just called Trump like a complete atrocity, like a complete joke, and it's just true, man. He just says anything that he thinks is gonna get him a rating.
Yeah, I mean, he knows how to work. This is the one thing I'll say about it. He knows how to work the media. He knows how to give them that little bit that they'll chop on and jump on. So here, of course, he's going to get all the media time. People are complaining like, "Oh, it's got too much media time," because you let him say crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And we all want to hear it. So you can talk about it.
And I don't get either. Like, I don't get his thing though. I just saw that he just admitted that Obama was born in the States. Like, why would you do that? Because that's, then you just backtracked on one of your
'cause
crazy
he had been saying
statements
for years.
Yeah, and I just saw last week that he admitted that Obama was born in the States, and that hurt him.
Yeah. I mean, there's all the people who are like, well, his name is Hussein. I think he's a terrorist.
Yeah, that's who's Trump going for. That's his voting core. I mean, I like some of the stuff he stands for. I hate Hillary, but I don't.
I don't know. I'm straight up. I am gonna vote for Trump because I just think that Hillary's like the fucking
she's
devil,
a devil, man.
She's
She's
like at this point, I would vote for Satan himself over Hillary.
Right? That's
Like,
basically what you're voting for
if
with
Satan
her.
himself was running, I would vote for him.
And she's just going to keep what the other guy had in place. Obama's the worst president ever.
Yeah.
She's not going to, it takes, I think my dad told me, like, when a president like Carter does something, it takes, like, 2 terms of another president to reverse that stuff. So, Hillary's not going to reverse anything Obama's did. So it's just going to be business as usual.
She's going to run it even further into the ground.
Yeah. Where, I don't know.
The thing is, it's not a vote for Hillary, it's a vote against Hillary. It's not like you want to vote for Trump because you 100% agree with whatever you want. But it's definitely one of those things where it's like, well, I don't want Hillary, so it's not option C.
That's what it is.
C, maybe I'd be open. Like, if it was Bernie Sanders, I was pretty open to Bernie Sanders. I know he's not going to be able to give everyone free college and all the other kind of cool stuff that he promised millennials, but he was at least trying to fire people up, and I thought that was a good thing to get rid of the 2-party system. He tried to shake it up a little bit, which I can respect.
The thing that freaked me out about him was his blatant socialism. That's what, because he had some great ideas. He had some good running points, but his economic policies are just horrible. I think.
I just want to. I want to get whoever's gonna take us to the bottom the fastest. I just want to see just mushroom clouds everywhere, and I think Trump is gonna bring us there. So he's got my vote.
Oh, Hillary could too. Hillary, it would just be a slow.
Well, that would be the slow. Yeah, we talked to our buddy Brian.
Slow, rotting, painful, everyone suffering.
That's the slow death. I want the fast fucking
just
one.
End it.
And I think Trump's bringing us there.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I can see that. It's so difficult, and then social media makes it difficult too, because you're like, well, this person has a good point, or this person has a good point, But it's like, if there really was someone else, I wish they would just show up and go, hey, you know what? Don't worry about these 2 dummies. Like I got you, But there's nobody. And the other thing is, nobody. It doesn't matter either way, no matter who we vote for.
Yes.
Because we still have all the same idiots in Congress.
Yep.
And they're just going to do all the same stupid stuff.
I say vote for alien overlords. I mean, that's pretty much the best we can hope for. The best we can hope for. It's an alien overlord at this
Free
point.
Xenu.
James, we have to wrap this up, dude, but where can everybody find you?
I am on Twitter at James D. Creviston. I have a website, jamescreviston.com. My monthly clean comedy show called The Clean Comedy Hour is every month at Flappers Comedy Club in Burbank, California. And then I'm working on trying to get some stuff together to go tour. I did some shows at Broadway Comedy Club in New York, and I did the Dangerfields Comedy Club in New York, so shout out to those guys. It was awesome for them to let me come out there. But I'm working on trying to do more and more stuff and get out there and promote clean comedy, and comedy in general, really.
Awesome, dude. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for coming on.
Bro, have a good one, man.
All right, have a good one.
Later, dude.
All right.